Hi everyone, my name is Sunny and I welcome you all to the webinar of Why Do Cloud Kitchens Fail? We have seen a lot of growth in the number of cloud kitchens that are coming up in the recent COVID times. And we also know that a lot of cloud kitchens shut down after 6 months of their initial establishment. So today I bring you the topic of why do cloud kitchens fail and what are the six elements of failure for the cloud kitchens. Uh, Please watch this webinar, and if you have any questions, you can just comment them in the comment section. Uh, I'll just give a brief about myself. Myself, Sunny Lama. I am the co-founder of RestoG. We are a restaurant marketing agency and consultancy that are helping 100 plus cloud kitchens to run successfully. So without wasting any time, let's get started with the today's topic today. So you can see the why do cloud kitchens fail? ये failure होता क्यों है? I believe it's always viable for us to learn from others' mistakes so that we do not commit these mistakes and we can save money and energy on the time when we are starting off. So today I'll be talking about why do so many cloud kitchen owners face difficulty and not because of adapting and learning from these six key elements that I'm going to discuss today. On the screen you can see the first key element is the lack of growth mindset. So let me start by saying lack of growth mindset. Let's understand that this is a different kind of business. अगर आपको फूड डिलीवरी या ढाबा के माइंडसेट से अगर ये आपने ये बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया है तो यू वॉन्ट बी रीचिंग द full potential for this business. You won't be growing as fast as you would need to, and you won't be able to scale this business. तो ये scalability क्या होती है? ये scalability basically business grow करना होता है. You must have heard about the business such as Behrooz and Oven Story and there are a lot of chains of big cloud kitchens that are running today. So why do this cloud kitchens are successful while others are struggling in the market? So यही चीज़ अब स्केलेबिलिटी कहाँ से आती है? स्केलेबिलिटी आती है आपके सिस्टम से. How do I adopt this system so that it can help me grow this business? Next thing I want to discuss is stop playing on the retail margins. When you're starting off, I've seen they get very competitive with the competitor. They want all the orders for themselves without building a brand, without building the kind of experience a customer would prefer, and just straight away diving in the competition. So do not play with the retail margins. Aim for big, aim for a bigger business that you're trying to build for yourselves, and it can be only done when you have all the systems in check. Second thing I want to state is brand should have their own clear standing. Now what do I mean by a clear standing? A lot of cloud kitchens these days, when they start off, they're selling burgers, pasta, pizza, North Indian, Chinese, and all these items. But do you think, as a customer's point of view, would you prefer to order from these restaurants, or would you prefer from a brand like McDonald's or Domino's that specializes on some of the stuffs and they sell it? So obviously you will prefer people who are selling through a very targeted building, having a good brand image among others, and you'll prefer those brands. So the main reason a lot of cloud kitchens are are also shutting down is because they do not have a clear standing of what their brand is. uh, they just come to Swiggy Zomato platforms thinking that they can make some money out of these platforms and get away without even focusing on the quality of food, even without focusing the kind of ratings or reviews they're receiving on these platforms. They think they'll just put their money in the business and the business is going to give them money back, which does not work in this kind of business. The food business specifically has to distinguish itself from its competitors, and it is very very difficult because you have the same competitions all around the world, and only thing you can have is the consistency and the standardized methods which you need to follow to in order to make your business work for you. The third path is having a single income dependency. A lot of cloud kitchens these days start off by putting the money in Swiggy Zomato, as I told earlier, and they think this is gonna give you back money. But we have seen there is a huge competition in the market right now, especially in these platforms, and where the commissions are so high, up to 25 to 30%, it becomes very difficult for any business to survive. And on top of that, you have to put down advertisements, give them discounts and all that, which sums up more than 50 to 60% of the business. And if you think you can grow with such a kind of investment, then it becomes very difficult to stand out. uh, Having a single mode of income or revenue, or a platform where you can put down your money in, will not be wise in the long run. For bigger brands, you have to think how you can get most revenue streams for your brand, and how you can grow the business that way. So have do not focus on a single income platform for your income. Rather, have multiple channels to sell your products to your customers. The second thing I want to discuss is the improper menu planning. A lot of people, when they start off, they have all the items on the menu. They start off by Chinese, North Indian, and all the kind of stuff that they can sell. Being a customer, you will not like to order from a person who sells everything. Having a broad menu will serve you no purpose if it's not curated for your customers. Broad menu only works for people who are like kind of selling it for maybe uh, people who are selling it for maybe 50 to 60 rupees of margin. Then the customer do not give second thought on what they're ordering. But if you're trying to build a big brand and you want to get the kind of big orders and a customer base, a large customer base, then having a definite menu actually helps. The problems of having a broad menu is, firstly, it will affect the food quality. Secondly, uh, it will affect the skill set for your skill set of your brand. Uh, a lot of people, when they're starting off, do not consider this part. But when you enter a kitchen, there are different people working in different sections of the cuisine, and you cannot tell a North Indian person to shift to a Chinese. Then that will be a the taste and everything will just uh, go away. So having a good focus on a small menu, and rather building on that, will serve a good purpose for your brand. Thirdly, I want to talk about the preparation time. It obviously gets hampered when you have a broad menu. And for those who do not understand what preparation time is basically the time taken by you in the kitchen when you are preparing the item for delivery. When you take more than 5 to 10 minutes of preparation time, you cannot sustain in a long run, because eventually you have to grow your business, and to grow your business you have to increase the radius, and the only way possible is to have a standard preparation time, that is 5 to 10 minutes and no more than that. If you are taking more than 20 minutes, you are already out of the game. The preparation time goes more than 20 minutes every single time that person puts down an order. You not only go down in the eyes of this Swiggy Zomato platform, but also goes down in the eyes of the customer, and I bet you do not want to be a part of that. uh, Third, I want to talk about is the lack of upselling items in the menu. Uh, I guess every one of you must have seen or maybe heard about the aloo tikki burger, which sells for about 50 rupees. Uh, Previously, it was used to sell for about 20 to 30 rupees uh, a piece, and you must be thinking, like, with the kind of with the kind of establishment infrastructure and the service that they provide, 50 rupees will not make money for them. So do you know where they actually make the money? They make the money on upselling the items. uh, when you're ordering coke, or maybe when you're ordering fries, that is when they make money for their item. uh, you might have noticed that when you're ordering a coke, the smaller and the medium size just have about 10 to 20 rupees difference, and you are enticed by this and you eventually order. And now this is completely psychology, and when you know exactly how to play with the psychology of the customer, you can put down accompaniments and sides that the customer would like to order along with the food. uh, the third topic, lack of standardization. Now, if you're ordering from a business, say you're ordering butter chicken or dal makhani from any restaurant, it must be tasting different for every different restaurant. You might have noticed that uh, if you are like preparing dal makhani and you don't have a proper standardization for that item, every time you cook that item it will taste different. The reason being is you do not know when the at what temperatures the item is cooked, or what flavors goes in the item, and what is the process or the method of cooking that item. Now, if when you don't know that, every time you try to cook the same item, it's gonna taste different. And trust me, a lot of people on Zomato reviews tells that the items taste was way different than what they had ordered from the previous. So standardization, consistency is what the people are looking for. Having a standard manual, for example, for a cloud kitchen gives a full-fledged uh, access to the people to execute the work perfectly. So have that in the mind when you are making opening a cloud kitchen. Second is the portion size. As I said before, when you are scrolling through Zomato reviews, you will see a lot of people telling that last time I ordered the food is completely different than what I am receiving today, or the portion size which I ordered before is completely different than what I'm ordering today. Now, this happens when you don't have a standardized manual for your cloud kitchen. So have that. Third part is the presentation. Now, there are a lot of people selling the same items as you do. Now, in order to distinguish yourself from your competitors, you have to play a different garnishing, different packaging. So make that presentation different, so that whenever a person sees your food, your brand strikes on their mind. Uh, Next thing I want to talk about is the packaging level. The packaging also plays an important role. Suppose I order a item and I receive a well packaged food item, and next time I order from the same person and I receive it without the same packaging, think about the kind of difference it's gonna make on my my thoughts. So whenever you are trying to sell them, or make sure you standardize the process as well for the packaging as well. You have to offer the same kind of containers, same kind of packaging every time the customer receives. So what happens is the person feels, or the brand strikes on the mind of the customer every time it interacts with your brand or tries a food item. uh, Thirdly, I want to talk about the post delivery customer relationship. Post delivery customer relationship might sound a little uh, the post delivery relationship basically talks about the kind of service you are giving after the delivery is complete. Now, for the people who are ordering directly from you, are you collecting their numbers? Are you interacting with them? Are you asking them feedback of what kind of food it is? What it helps is, it helps you to make a good connection with the customer, meanwhile collecting some feedback or what went right, what went wrong in the overall food that you have given to the person. Next thing, the inadequate marketing. I can totally tell you the cloud kitchen industry is full of people who do not understand marketing. They think for them pamphleting is marketing. Now, when you are thinking small or small scale, or you are planning to run it as dhaba, or any of the maybe any of the food delivery style, and not thinking big as Fasos or some of the other brands, biryani by kilo, then you won't be putting your efforts on the marketing, or neither you will be saving money or putting money on the marketing. Having a balance on both digital and the local actually amplifies the overall process of getting more number of orders. The name recognition, the brand, everything comes up only once you start investing on these things. Local and digital marketing strategies needs to go side by side, so that you get recognition in the local as well, and as well as you can also get orders and have a brand name in the on digital spaces too. uh, Next thing, a lot of brands today don't have a social proof. The cloud kitchen especially, they think having a profile on Zomato and Swiggy is all they need. But trust me, a lot of customers out there want to check out what kind of social media pages you have, what kind of reviews you have on Google My Business, or what kind of if there is something good items that you people sell. So all this information cannot be got, or someone cannot get all this information from looking at your Zomato Swiggy profile. They need some kind of social proof that they can, maybe it in the Facebook post, or maybe it's a video on YouTube, or maybe it's a review on Google My Business, which acts as an overall balance to or proof that your business is real and it is not fake, and you are one of the authenticated and good brands in the market that they can order from. The third one, not having any lead magnet on your business. So the last example which I gave is the paneer tikka, I mean the aloo tikki burger, as example for the lead magnet. uh, when McDonald's launched that, it was only served as one purpose, was to get as many customers on the doorstep of McDonald's. And it was successful because of the pricing that they have offered and the kind of marketing it was backed up with, which is why till now people go and try, new customers specifically, they go and try the aloo tikki burger in this thing. So have a kind of offer, or have a kind of item which can at a low price, which can attract a lot of new customers to your brand. uh, Fifth one is the data economics and the CRM. we all know Swiggy Zomato helps you to give orders, but one thing that they don't do is they don't share the data that you of your customers that are ordering from you. So this leads to a big gap in the restaurant and the aggregators relation, because today data is the new oil, and not only oil, it is also the new currency. What we have seen in the past is people who have a huge set of data can change the business all by themselves. Suppose you are a person who has zero orders on Swiggy Zomato, but you have the data of 50,000 or 1 lakh customers. If you can use the data to get on other platforms, you can easily get the kind of orders you would have got from Swiggy Zomato or this platform, aggregate this platform. But you have to understand that these platforms will not give you the data. So how can I get more data? The only way you can get data is by removing, or you can uh, implement another system that is through website, or these days there are more features like dot pay, which takes commission about 10 rupees to 20 rupees up to the max per item, per order, and they give you their whole website system to use for a very small cost. uh, and also they give you the kind of data that you will be needing to retarget for your business, the names, the phone number, the email address, which is very crucial, because once you know how to use this data on the social media or the advertisement, you can actually convert them, retarget them, make them lifelong customers. I have seen for myself, when restaurants start off, they prefer to get more customers rather than keeping the same customers for their business. And trust me, there are people, once you know how to retarget these people, a customer's lifetime value crosses for about 30, 40, 50,000, and just a new customer will just cost you around 2 to 300 rupees. But look at the lifetime value that is only can be provided by the data that you have. So remember, data is the new, this is a whole data business, and we uh, have, to be successful cloud kitchen, you have to uh, generate or get the data and have another systems and processes from where you can collect this data. The sixth one and the final key element I want to talk about is the lack of P&L planning. So, for those who don't understand P&L is the profit and loss planning, which happens in the financials, by which you can track the amount of profit or the loss you're making in that particular year or month or a week, as you prefer to get the data. I'm surprised that a lot of people today in the industry do not understand the basics of finance, and which is why so many of the business are failing. Uh, if you have seen, they don't even know what break even cost even mean, which is a big shame. Uh, for those who don't understand what a break even cost is, a break even cost is basically uh, the expense minus the cost, profits that the revenue that you have generated for the day, and that's that. uh, so for those of you who do not understand break-even cost, so let me just give you an example. Suppose you make money of your expenses of 3 lakh rupees, and you are making for about 10,000 rupees every single day. Then or if you are making more than 10,000 rupees, so once you have reached to that level of 10,000 rupees a day, if you multiply that by 30, it is 3 lakh rupees. So that means you have reached the break even for that particular day, and anything that comes above 10,000 rupees is your profit. So this is break even cost, and I'm surprised many people who do not calculate the financial, they just get the money from Swiggy, Zomato, and they pay to the vendors without even tracking of what going on, how much money they are making every month or even every week, if as in some cases they do not track this. And this leads to a mindset where they do not understand how they can utilize this money, how much needs to be utilized on the marketing, how much they need to put down in the new business, how much they need to improvise this current manpower or the structure of the business. So all this can be done once you have proper financial planning for your business, and it can be done when you're tracking your P&L. So these are the 6 key elements. Now I want to discuss upon a few of the growth hack strategies that the cloud kitchens can use and can help them to grow their business. So starting off with the first one, the website. And like I talked earlier, there are new startups in the market that are giving restaurants a good platform to move away from, not exactly move away, but different platform, so that they can generate their own revenue without paying a higher commission that Swiggy and Zomato is charging. That is Dot Pay and Thrive, and there are others in the market. So having a website will serve you 3 to 4 functions, 4 functions in as in the slide. The first thing, it will help you to generate leads. Now the leads that you generate will be yours forever, because the data also comes along with that. So you can be rest assured you can use this data to reach out the customers again and again and again, without paying any commission to anyone. Secondly, your website will showcase the kind of menu that you're dealing, similar to Swiggy Zomato menu view, and the photos that you can put up there. Similarly, you can also state pictures, and you can put down your menu so that the customer understand the kind of food that you're selling. Third one, you can also attract a lot of people. I talked about the lead magnet before. The lead magnet you can showcase out here in the header of the in the first page of the website, where the customers can interact and see what kind of offers that you are selling, what kind of offers that you have for your current restaurant or cloud kitchen. The fourth one, you can also, obviously you have to create a system so that the customer can order directly from these platforms, without going to other portals such as Swiggy, Zomato. And once they can check out, they can make the payment on the thing, and it can be paid, it goes directly to your bank account. So having the ease of order also serves as a good function for your website. Second on the list is WhatsApp for Business. A lot of you guys might have heard about WhatsApp for Business. Can be utilized for restaurant marketing, but do you know how it can be used? Now, since you have collected all the data that I'm assuming from your website, you can use this data to target selective customers on the social media channels, which then can be redirected directly to your WhatsApp number. And once you have that, they can select the kind of combos they are interested in, or the kind of items they want to order, and they can place the order directly on WhatsApp. So I'll just give you a little overview how this works. Is when you open an account on WhatsApp for Business, it is quite similar to the account that you create for your own profile. Just the difference is that it has few extra features, such as the catalog, where you can put down the items that you want to sell. Maybe it can be of the combos, maybe it can be of the individual items that you're trying to promote. Make sure you keep a selected number of items here. You can also list down the menu that you are selling in the form of pictures, and lastly, you can use this platform to broadcast to your customer base. All the data that you have saved in your website or other channels, you can utilize it to broadcast your promotional activities, or you can broadcast simply the today's menu to the people that follows you. This can be a best tool for to convert your own customers into regular or monthly visitors. uh, Next on the list is uh, Google My Business. So, Google My Business, what exactly is Google My Business? So, Google My Business basically a profile that is created by Google on behalf of your restaurant or store on the map and Google pages, obviously, on the map specifically, where they have specifically written the address and the ratings and the pictures for your restaurant. So let me get started again. Rest Google My Business. So, Google My Business is basically a platform where your restaurant gets listed so that people can contribute, such as reviews, photos, so that people know about the eateries and the kind of experience they had on your restaurant, from your restaurant. So, since you're a cloud kitchen, a Google My Business page will serve you as a point of proof for your social existence, and it will help the customer to understand the kind of food that you offer through the reviews that are left by your customers on this platform. And they can also see the kind of food images that you serve to your customers. uh, Next thing is uh, they can also check the kind of reviews that your customers have left. So this will give them a kind of social proof that you exist and you are a good business and you are doing well in the cloud kitchen section. Apart from that, let me also give you what you should be working upon in order to improve your Google My Business. First things first is ratings. The ratings acts as a proof that the kind of food or the quality of food that you're serving for your restaurant. The better the ratings, the better the impression on your customers. Secondly, the number of reviews. Uh, Many eateries have one or two reviews, which then creates rather a kind of a mess kind of image in the consumer's mind. Having a good number of reviews always impacts a positive psychology on your customers. So make sure the number of reviews on your Google My Business page is certainly more than 20, 25, or even more as per the scenario. Thirdly, the number of the reviews that are actually getting posted by your customers. Generally, people post positive, but mostly negative. But you need to be very active in this platform to respond to the negative reviews that are happening, turn into a positive thing, and so that the people who are watching, uh, just viewing your profile, will know the kind of uh, relationship you, the customer service that you do for your restaurant. So this will definitely act as one of the good impression on your customer. The fourth thing is the Google My Business page also has a section where it can show the popular time of ordering or eats. So you can use this data to actually target your customers on this platform, maybe through Google Ads or YouTube videos. You can do that using the data that is provided to you by Google themselves. Uh, on the next is the packaging. Packaging is a very important part of the cloud kitchen business. The thing about packaging is that it kind of creates the experience that the consumer might have when he or she have visited a restaurant. Since you're a cloud kitchen, you need to build that experience right then and there for your consumer in their homes. Now, if you have checked the last previous lockdown which has happened, there were many number of brands who have come out with customized packaging and uh, built or worked upon the experience of home delivery and eating at home experience for their brand. Uh, you might have heard about the Barbecue Nation launching their package where they come to your house, they deliver in a nice package, recyclable package with lot of containers for different items, and it comes whole thing in a combo, but the way they deliver it and the way they present it is top of the class thing. Same with Marriott on Wheels. They also created certain experience, similar experience for their consumer. Now, to be successful on Cloud Kitchen, you have to create a extravagant experience for your consumer. In terms of branding, you have to create that uh, kind of brand image in front of your consumer's mind that plays a positive role in the overall communication. Uh, so make sure whenever you have the packaging should have the logo first thing on every section of the packaging, be it containers, be it on straws if you're sending spoons, or on the outer covers, and you can practically put the logo everywhere so that the number of recalls for your brand is more on the eyes of your consumer. Second thing, make the packaging sustainable. Now, a lot of hype has been there for the sustainable packaging, which has been adopted by many of the cloud kitchens. So, to be successful or be on the par level of these competitors, you have to make your packaging sustainable, that is recyclable, or it can be reused. Third, make sure the containers that you're supplying with the packaging is kind of microwavable so that it can be easily put down on a heater, I mean micro oven, and it can be tossed and heated, and the thing can be tasted after the meal. Fourth on the list is convenience. Now, whenever I'm ordering a food, I always look if there's spoons or things which I need to eat on the packaging itself, because I don't want to go around my home, pick up another spoon, and or maybe things which I need while I eat. So create looking after all these small details will serve a good purpose for your overall brand experience and thus lead to growth of your cloud kitchen. Finally, I want to talk about the online advertising. A lot of people has been hyped thinking that cloud kitchen advertising, why does it even need? But I'll tell you why it needs. Many people right now I've seen in the industry, they think pamphlet distribution for their cloud kitchen is enough for building up sales, but it is completely not true. There are big internet restaurants which just have a single cloud kitchen and have 5 12 to 14 brands under one hood, and they focuses on building their digital presence and communication. uh, Firstly, work upon your online portal optimization. What I mean through this is when you are uploading your menu on Swiggy Zomato platforms, make sure each menu or items is well categorized in a manner that is easy for the customers to see and order. Secondly, make sure the items that you have put up on this Swiggy Zomato platform, make sure they have the kind of description that would require, and the picture for the consumer to understand what kind of food or thing they're about to get on their plate. So make sure you put that to create a good experience for your consumer. Secondly, you have to work upon the SEO for your website. If you have one, make it SEO friendly so that whenever a person searches for, suppose, pizzas near me, or burgers near me, or burgers in the so and so city, your page pops up on the top. So look after these things so that it helps you to increase the number of sales that you can do for the for your brand. Secondly, see opportunities in the influencer marketing. Influencer marketing has been the new trend, and it's gonna stay with us for a long time. For food specifically, there are food communities where influencers that belong to the food industry review the outlets and give their feedback or experience for the same. uh, Being on the digital or promoting yourself on the digital will influences will act as a proof for your good experience that and hospitality that you offer through your brand. So make sure you collaborate with some of the uh, food bloggers or influencers, and to make your brand more authentic and uh, trustworthy. Third thing, running hyperlocal ads. Now, hyperlocal ads are the kind of ads that you run on a radius, or a single locality or an area where your cloud kitchen is based. We all know you cannot deliver to some other, or maybe 10 kilometers away from your restaurant. But what you can do is to get maximum number of orders in that particular area which you will be able to cater. So, apart from the Swiggy Zomato, you can run ads on your website, you can run on Zomato, you can run on Facebook, Instagram, you can run on Google, so that you get the flow of customers from all the different platforms to meet up the growth that you have thought about. So hyperlocal ads, focus on hyperlocal ads to build up your brand. Fourth is the broadcast, SMS, and WhatsApp. Now, a lot of brands these days tend to forget that SMS also exists, and it is one of the good platforms to convert, specifically on the certain days where we tend to check our messages, be it on our birthday, be it on our anniversary. A lot of brands messages their customer, telling them, wishing them happy birthday, and offering them certain discount for a purchase that they do. And for restaurant or cloud kitchen, it is no less. You have to seize this opportunity, you have to work on this opportunity and get the customer to you. Imagine a person having a birthday, he or she will be likely to spend 10 times or 15 times more than he would have normally done. So if you could just get this customer, or get strike in the customer's head with the name of your brand, he or she is more likely to order from you. And once that happens, you will be making more money or more sales in terms of from reaching out to average or a normal cost customer. So make sure you keep the SMS thing going for your, since you will have a website to cover it up, you will be having the data, and then only when you can put them on the SMS broadcast software, then you will be getting these customers for your brand as well. So we come to an end to the webinar. I'm sure a lot of you guys must have learned a lot of things about cloud kitchens, and as I had discussed previously, the 6 elements for cloud kitchen failures. I'm sure you guys will take away something from this webinar and can implement for your cloud kitchen. Finally, I just want to request one thing before you just leave the webinar. We have a group, RestoG Academy, Restaurant Growth Academy, on the page. Just join this group. I promise you, you will not be disappointed, because we keep sharing tips like this every single day so that you guys can improve or level up your game in the cloud kitchen industry. uh, if you don't know, I'll just leave the link on the description as well, so that you guys can join it after the webinar. And if you have any questions or anything related to this webinar, or any problems that you are facing in the cloud kitchen thing, you can directly contact us on our email address, that is info@resto-g.com. I'll just spell it out for you: info@resto-g.com. So you can mail, or you can call us on the number given on our website, and you can take we'll be glad to help you on any of the problems that you are facing on your cloud kitchen business. So once again, I'll just take a leave for the webinar, and thank you everyone for joining us. Until we meet in the next episode.